My name is Andreas Huber. I'm co-founder and CEO at First Do, and we're going to start with 3 questions today related to pre-incident planning. What is pre-incident planning? How are we doing it today? And why are we even doing it in the first place? What's the real goal behind our pre-incident planning programs within our operation? And we're going to answer these questions in 3 parts. First, we're looking at the traditional approach to pre-incident planning and how it's actually failing our agency operations nationwide. We're going to take a step back and reimagine what pre-incident planning really can be, and then we'll explore the role of the community within emergency preparedness. So let's start by taking a look at the traditional approach to pre-incident planning, and imagine your response area with tens of thousands of different structures, if not more. And trying to keep track of or maintain information on all structures, right, is an impossible task. So what you're left with is going out to your commercial structures. It's a time-consuming task. It's virtually impossible to physically visit this many structures on a regular frequency. So what a lot of agencies that are doing a great job, they're getting to their high hazards, right, doing their pre-plans. This is leaving us with a set of information on just a small number of the structures that we respond to every single day. And so the next question is, how actionable is the information that we have, that we've even collected, and how usable is it in the field? So the answer from what we've seen through our research and experience is not very, and actually more often than not it gets ignored completely. And usually it's because of the format of the information. Is it a PDF that gets plotted on a map, right, a static PDF? Or maybe it's an occupancy record sitting inside a fire inspection tool or RMS that's never going to get access from the field. Maybe it's a complex CAD drawing. Or perhaps it's premise information or CAD warning notes that are very difficult to maintain over time. And so for these reasons, there's a lot of challenges related to pre-incident planning and overall premise data management. But what if we wanted to have actionable information for every structure, including residential, for every call that we go on? And what if we could have it in a format that the guys could consume with a glance at the screen in the MDC, even when it's shaking going down the street? How would we get there? First, it starts with understanding where a lot of that critical information lives. It lives in systems where other people have already done a lot of the work. Property data in the assessor, your own building departments, fire prevention, your records management system, inspections, hazmat, geospatial data, and open data within ArcGIS. We'd tie it all together in one place. Then we'd provide a tool that's very simple to use for data collection and mapping in the field on any device that even your most technology-averse staff members would take and run with. And then we will engage the community, which we'll dive into a little bit more, to crowdsource that otherwise unattainable information. And then we'll close the loop, right? The last component, emergency response. We have to tie into CAD so that the experience for the guys in the rigs is they jump in, they get what they need within seconds with a glance at the screen, and they can move on with what they're doing on their call. Let's take a moment now and look at Community Connect by First Do and understand how we can achieve and gather that otherwise unattainable information, where we can crowdsource the community across residents, as well as commercial business owners, property managers, so that your residents can add life safety information, things like emergency contact info, pet information, special needs disabled occupants, medications, allergies, special instructions to your front door if you're in a very complicated, large condominium complex, right? And then in a way that's just a household profile. So very simple, easy to use front end that actually lives on your website so that you're connecting directly in with your community and they feel protected with a nice, secure connection to their emergency services agencies. And on the business owner side or property manager side, let's allow them to update and maintain a lot of their occupancy data or even pre-plan and map out some of their own structures. And from there, let's tie it all together and share that information up to Office of Emergency Management, right? In the OEM, a lot of this great information has a different use case, but it's, again, Community Connect, totally tied into ArcGIS. So now your emergency managers during a major disaster take that same information but use it in a different way. Where do I need to stage potentially more oxygen or more insulin or additional generators? All in a very seamless single intake valve coming from the community. But it's really not enough to provide a slick solution for your community to help aid in emergency preparedness. We need to provide assets to you and tools to you to help ensure a successful rollout and deployment of Community Connect, but also the ongoing success of that program. So Assets related to a full media kit as you reach out across social channels as well as to your local news agencies, press release templates, informational landing pages that reside and get co-branded right within your website so that everyone's on the same page and connected so that you can have a successful rollout and maintenance of Community Connect. And all of that's possible today, and other agencies are actually benefiting from it today. And so I'd like to end sort of in conclusion, let's redefine pre-incident planning from this compliance records management driven task to a component of your operation that you can actually thrive on and help your responders be prepared for every call across every structure they respond to. Thank you.
Thank you, Andreas.